Good morning, everybody on YouTube. How we doing? Hey, if you're new to the channel, I'm Doc. That's Sarah. You gonna say hi? That's my wife. Anyway, you guys are not going to believe what happened to the mower. They finally called me. They've got the diagnosis. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow or later this evening, and I'm going to fix it myself. Pretty simple fix. Look, they have to make money, I get it. So they were going to charge me $450. I'm not upset about that because places have to make money to stay in business. We all know that. We have to make money. I do want to thank the Lord because it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was. And but it could have been really bad. Anyway, I've got the Stander X today. Timmy Herr let me loan it. It's kind of like a cheetah. He said he wanted to make it like a cheetah with the dark, you know, spots on it. But I said, man, what's up with that tiger? And he's like, hey, it's a leopard. So I will give you my thoughts on this thing. I will get some footage of me mowing with it. And I will say, you guys may be surprised at what I have to say about it. And I'm not going to down it, I can tell you that. Anytime you have a mower you can mow with, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, man. That thing is cutting extremely well, I'll tell you that. So anyway, I got to get this one here done behind me. I'll see you guys soon. Let me show you guys what this thing does. Pretty happy with it, man. One thing I can tell you about it is the ride is extremely hard and bumpy. There it is. I think it does great. But yeah, the ride, the V-Ride beats the ride on the Wright. And you got to remember, guys, this is the, what, Stander X or whatever it is. This is not the cream of the crop commercial. So yeah, Stander X. I don't want you to get the wrong idea that I'm comparing apples to apples, because I'm really not. The 48 V-Ride 2 is full commercial line, top of the line, and the Stander X is not the top of the line 52 that Wright has. So don't go crazy. I'm just saying this one, extremely hard ride, and if it hits bumps, it will throw you, and it's hard to kind of work it out. So you kind of get a little squiggly. I even asked Tim, I said, hey man, do you find that on long runs, if you hit bumps, you can keep a straight line? He said, almost impossible on it. So not just me, it's just a little hard ride. And the pad, I will say, the V-Ride 2 pad is so much more comfortable. My knees are in a lot of pain. That pad is extremely hard. I don't even know if you guys can tell, but there's some give to it, but not a lot. So let's get on to the last one, get some more footage of Doc on the Wright mower. See you in a minute. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the end result of this. Looks pretty darn good. You're all going to ask me, do I miss my Scag? Yes, I miss it. I want it back. And as soon as I'm done with this yard, I'll go over some pros and cons, in my opinion, of the Wright. Just my opinion. This is not law. This is not guaranteed. This is just what Doc thinks about it, and I'll tell you what happened to mine. So be right back, guys. Okay guys, let's get into it. What do I think about the Wright versus my V-Ride? Well, I like the way it corners. I really thought it dispersed grass well until I got into some really thick stuff. And it took me about 3 passes, so I had to triple cut, where with mine I would have only had to double cut. It does have a great suction on the deck, but the deck does not cut and the blades do not cut as fine as the Scag does. And if you own a Scag, you know what I mean. If you've never ridden one, you're gonna be like, that doesn't make any sense. So that's the only way I can tell you. Plenty of power. Definitely not as fast cutting as a 52 V-Ride, but then again, remember what I said, that's the Standard X, that's not their top of the line, okay? I don't know what their top of the line is, so don't call it Wright and say, Shane's over there bashing your mowers. I'm not bashing the mower. It did exactly what I needed it to do. I don't know how much these are. Tim bought this, I believe, 2 years ago. Is there anything wrong with the mower? Absolutely not. Runs just fine. It mows. That's what it's supposed to do. But the Aero Core deck, in my opinion, does not match up with the V-Ride deck, which of course, you all know that deck. I mean, it's just a different animal. Would I recommend buying a Wright? If you're in Columbus, okay, let me get this twig out of here. If you're in Columbus and you're doing just fescue yards, there are other mowers I think would do probably a little bit better. Does the mower do good? Of course, does good. You just have to spend a little bit more time with it. Of course, that's a 52, mine's a 48. I was able to get done a little bit quicker with the yards because of the extra 4 inches. Not a lot quicker, but a little bit. It's got the 28 horse Vanguard on it. Not super impressed with that. I'm not a Briggs guy, but I thought it would have a little bit more speed to it. But all in all, you know, I don't know what the costs are anymore, like I said, but I'm just blessed to have a mower today. I don't dislike the Wright, but I would put it right there. Kind of reminds me of the X-Mark, only it doesn't stripe as deep on these yards as the X-Mark. So, what happened to my mower? We ready for this, honey?
Yep.
It was the clutch. Okay, so what happened? Believe it or not, the clutch actually loosened up, dropped down a little bit, and the clutch brake that holds it in place spun, and inside it ripped the wires out of inside of the clutch. Not on the outside, on the very inside. So the only way to find it was to take it off. The company, like I said, they wanted almost $500 to do it. I told them, I said, hey, I'll come pick it up tomorrow. I'm going to order a clutch from Extreme Performance, I believe it's called. And I'm going to put it on myself and save myself about $270. That's not a hard fix, guys. You unplug a sensor, you run it, put your clutch on your shaft there, tighten it up, and you're all set. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoyed seeing Doc on a Wright mower. But I will say the Wright's just not for me. For what I do, it's not for me. Is it worth buying? I would say it's a good buy if you like Wright. Mowers are mowers, man, but the V-Ride definitely is different. Definitely is different. But like I said before, you got to compare apples to apples, and we're not, because that's a Stander X. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a great, blessed day. As always, Dr. Real and Miss Sarah, we're in the house. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.